Now that I know the bike runs, I put a new battery in it, I've put some fresh fuel in it, only a splash just to get it through the pipes. I know it runs, I'm happy with it. I'm at a point now that I feel confident I can start taking it apart without too many issues. So what I'm going to look to do is remove the clocks, remove the tank, get most of the fluids drained out, things like coolant and the fuel, just I'm not going to need it yet. And then we can start labelling stuff and making an actual plan for how this bike's going to look. Tank's off. There we go. Right, we can start seeing everything else now. Oh boy. There's a lot going on here. It's going to be a lot that I'm going to want to get rid of as well. So, should we take a look? So now we've got a really good look under this. So up here, one of the few things that's staying is that black box just below where everything sort of welds in. That's the ignition control unit. So got to keep that. Most of this wiring I think is also going to be getting deleted. And then down in the old fuse box, 99% of this is going. We've got the fuel injection relay and the starter relay, or vice versa. All of this other stuff from where the light is that way is going. So we can potentially make this box a lot shallower or take it a lot further over this direction. And then we'll get the Ep.02 and the Mo Gadget blue in there as well, which will give us a nice clean area here. I've also got an even smaller battery that I'm potentially thinking of getting situated underneath this. So a cafe racer, its lines are very much, everything is straight. And as you can see on this, it's not straight. So I've got a friend, Harry, who's brilliant with a welder, makes mountain bike frames and all sorts. We are going to look to remove this, probably up to around here where the tank is, and redo this support all the way along, and then we'll have a fresh seat semicircle for the cowl thing. I've seen one that's got a real nice LED light bar in the back. In terms of designs for the bike, I wanted to go a little bit classic with the colour scheme. So I was thinking British Racing green with gold wheels. So a rear cowl in green, the tank in the British Racing green, and then the front cowl, like a traditional cafe racer cowl, again, in green. Seeing a theme here. However, I made a mock-up of it, used Google Gemini for that one, so big up the AI.
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave?
And it looks really good. I'm happy with it. And then I realised it was a BMW, and they do a really nice Le Mans blue. And I asked the AI to do that. With the silver wheels, it looks really good. And with the pipes that I want, they're silver. I think with the gold, it'll clash too much. And the green and silver just doesn't look quite right. But the blue and silver, now that is good. And that's what I think I'm going to go with. Still got a fair while until we get there. But, you know, the bike is coming apart. And we are making progress, albeit slowly. Next plan, remove ancillaries, clusters. Let's just get this off, the handlebars off, these gone, horn gone, and we can then make a little bit more progress and figure out the wiring loop. So some of the connectors I do want to keep are these ones here, because there's two long pin connectors, and they're the things that connect into the Ep.03, and then that's what will feed all the way through to feed the rest of my clocks. So I don't want to cut these. These are ones I want to keep. So we'll need to take those out carefully. Some rather chunky looking clocks. Yeah, those can go in the eBay box. So one of the things I do want to keep is going to be the ignition barrel. I don't want it up here. My plan is to get a 3D printed mount and have it somewhere in this vicinity. I'm thinking just down here. It'll be out of the way and it's just not going to be needed up on the dash. We're making progress, starting to get the controls off, the headlights off. We're just figuring it out as we go, and the sooner we can get rid of a lot of this stuff, the better. All of these controls I'm not keeping, so they'll be coming off and they'll be going straight in the bin.
One eternity later.
If you put grips on with duct tape, you deserve to die in a fire. Fuck me. That was an ordeal. There we go. One humongous didgeridoo. See what it sounds like. Yeah, it doesn't sound great. Well, we've made a serious amount of headway into the bike. It is coming along real nicely. Front end is completely off. Exhaust headers and exhaust are off. The airbox is off. Only thing really left I've got to take off is going to be the throttle bodies. Give those a clean down. Need to drain the engine oil still and need to get rid of the rear wheel. However, that is all something that we can get to in due course. I have had a really handy delivery though. I've picked myself up a brand new Haynes repair manual for this bike, because it's going to get to a point down the road where the photos I've taken don't help me. And when it comes to putting back the electrics and putting everything back as it should be, this is going to come in invaluable. So really glad I picked that up. eBay special that was. But that is going to conclude the video. I'm happy with where I've got to. I've made a really good headway into it. So I'll get the engine oil and stuff drained off camera because no one really cares. And it's a really dirty job and I don't want to ruin my phone with it. So do that myself. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, all the good stuff. See you in the next one.